We will be using, Doctor, the same AHA slides code.
Yes, you will do that, yeah.
Yeah,
The
Doctor.
code is, let me give you the code so you can share it later. I'll add it to the chat for everyone, and then you can, if you want to ask for it, you give it.
Sure,
This
Doctor.
slide code. What else do we need? Sometimes people say how I register on IBM. We'll do this one. Cognitive class .ae .ai cognitive class. Here is it as well. So people will ask for how to register in IBM. You can give them that one.
Sure, Doctor.
The last thing we'll know where we find the recording. You will see this one. So you would give them the community
.edu.
portal link. I'll give them the direct link to the course so we can just make it easy for them. And here is the last one. These are the three things that you want to, they will keep asking you a question. Where to find the recording is the last one. How to register in IBM, that's the first one. The second one, and then the first one is the AHA slides.
Sure, Doctor.
Good. Yeah, I think we can start again. These days we have so many activities going on. So we have important meeting at 4, sorry, for the e-learning task force or steering committee. I am leading that one, so I have to go at that time. So we'll just focus on the core things today. We'll do the best we can. I'm sure we will cover lots of things. The recording is available. I already uploaded the recording of all the previous sessions, including yesterday's sessions when Danny came from IBM. It's on our community portal. If you ask that questions, Patrick will add it. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having a great time. You're enjoying learning. Learning never stop. So today, what we will do, we will cover 4 important components that we need to do, and I'll get it on the screen with no further introduction. Again, we're going to the data structure. People who are continuing from previous one, this is the revision for them on the data structures. And there are 4 things we will discuss in the data structure today. We'll discuss the list, tuples, sets, dictionary, and maybe a little bit of NumPy. So these are the data structure that used in data science to structure data and make it easy to manage, clean, search, sort, and do all the different aspects of data science and data analytics. So those 4 components, we'll talk about it. Now I have these questions I see from the new people, from the old people. How many of you completed module 2 and did the review questions? This is going up. I can see that there are 8 saying that. There is 1 in progress. Good. So try to finish that one as much as you can. Today, by the end of today, you should be able to do module 2. We can maybe do a little bit of revision, then you'll be able to do that. If you didn't start by completing the review questions in each component. We know in the course, if you go inside the course, and if you need to know how to get here, Patrick will send you the link. You go into the course, and then you'll find in the course in each section. This is module 1. If I look at the first one, this is a video, and the video has a question at the end. This is a simple questions saying to you, if you have this print hello, then /n. Remember, we tried /n, which open a new line. We tried /t, that give like a tab between or a space between the words in a table format. This is /n, so the word one will come on the second line. So that's what it will produce. Hello word. It will not produce this one because it will treat the n as a request for a new line. And then this is second. You will find questions at the end of each module, yeah, each video, which very simple questions. Then you will find review questions at the end, usually 4 or 5 questions. If you go through the video, so do this one too, you can complete the module 1 completely. And I can see you are here. And some of you may be asking the code. The code today is 7. So PH4DS7 there, which very good. Questions here. I haven't attended the last 2 sessions. Did I miss something? Yeah, I think you missed the start. But today you can continue from today. But what you need to do, Arim, is to go to the IBM and go through this one. Yeah, there is a short video in each one, few questions after that one, and we do it. Yeah. So yeah, last time we discussed the structure of program. We discussed the types. We have integer, we have float, and we have string. These are the primitive data type in Python. And we said we can convert data from type to other type. We will be doing something related to that also today. We spoke about expressions or calculations or formulas that you can use and the variables that you can use. We looked at the string, and you see the text string can be broken down in smaller part. Each character in the string has an index, and the index starts from 0. And we looked at that as well. So today we're going to talk about those 4 things: list, tuples, and then sets and dictionaries. These are the core data type here, okay? So let's continue, and because we don't have too much time today. So starting by the list we work with it for a long time. We said the list is a collection of data, but it has few things I highlighted here. It's mutable. Mutable means you can change the value. So if you set a list like this one called Marks, Ahmed, IT, later you can change Ahmed to someone else, change those numbers. Yeah, so they are changeable. Yeah, and they are ordered. You can specify the order that you want it to be in, and you can sort it ascending, descending, and you can shift, move one from one place to other place if you want to do that. So it has elements, and we tried that one. For example, if you have Marks, has Ahmed, then some marks for his or courses, then if I say mark 0 will get me Ahmed, because Ahmed at position 0. If I say mark 1 will give me 89, because 89 at position 1. And then you can expect now 70 as position 2 and so on. Yeah, so this is a list, and the list has, for example, if we have this list, what did you notice? What did you notice in this list? You can take your phone now and you start telling me what did you notice in that list. You need to go here, yeah, and do that. So what did you notice in this list? We have a list called Marks. It has Ahmed and numbers. Now, one thing you notice, it's a mix of numbers and text. So it can be a mix. The other thing you notice, it starts by a square bracket and ends by square bracket. Yeah, I can see some of your inputs here. Yeah, and there is comma between every element. Yeah, these are the main thing. Yeah, so that you need to know. Okay. entered using quotation. Yeah, the text, you have a quotation. This is important point. So you cannot have Ahmad without quotation. Otherwise, Ahmad will be treated like a variable, which is a different thing. This is all good. It mixes string and numbers. Yes, so that's good. Now you know it. Thank you very much for that one. A list that contains another list. So we can have a list that has another list. And we did this last time. So we had marks. We had John on his own as one element. Then his marks are put as a list inside. So if I say mark 0 will give me John. If I say marks 1 will give me the whole list here because it is a sublist inside the list. But if I want to get 87, I need to say mark 1, which this list, and then select from that one index or position 0 will give me 87. So we have done this one and I'm going fast. Now we have a quiz to do. You need to be fast on that quiz. So I will not give you too much time to do the quiz. Today we're running a little bit fast. So you need to get ready for being fast. Now we'll see how many of you will join. That 87 there. So we'll give you 2 minutes. One minute. Time goes fast. These are your names. Yeah, there's 38 there out of 47 who are live and out of 75 who are in the session now. So let's start. This is a review for you. There is a question now about the list, which will also help you with the questions. How to get 90? I want to get 90 from this one. So where is 90? Which one will give me 90 if I use here? Sorry. Okay. So we'll see how you are doing. Very good. You have good number are getting the right answers. These people who went for mark 2, they didn't understand this one is a sub list of the marks list. So it is a sub list. So you cannot treat it like if you say mark 2 will give you the whole list here, the sub list. But if you want really, there is no mark 2, in fact, it will not give you anything mark 2 because you have 0 and we have 1 only. So this is completely wrong. So John at 0, the whole list here at 1. This is the right one because we're looking for what? For 90. 90 in the second, in the sub list, which one? So mark 1 will give us this list. If we add 1 to it, will give us the second one in that sub list. So 90 is actually mark 1, 1, this way. This is completely wrong because mark 0 is John. If you say mark 0, 1, it will give you O because the second letter in John, if you try this one. So now you understand this is, what does it mean, yeah? Those questions there for a reason, not really for just you compete. It's good you compete, but also to help you understand how these things work. Okay, we have good lead. Now, these are the list operations. We talked about it last time. We said you can add to a list using append. Append, you add. Insert, what the difference between insert and append? Append always will add the item you add to the end. Insert will allow you to decide where you want it to be. So you provide an index where that item will go to. So that's the insert. Pop, remove the element at a specific position. So you need to insert adding its specific position. Pop will take it from specific position. remove the first one. So you have a list, first one will be removed. So append, add to the end, remove, take from the first. Extend, this one will extend a list, yeah? So it add more than one item. Append adds one item. So if you append one item, it will be added to the end. That one item can be also a list, but it will be added as a sub list of that, yeah? Extend will add more than one item. We looked at it. Reverse is reversing the order of your items. So you have, for example, 7, 20, 30. It becomes 30, 27. Yeah. But it doesn't sort it. It just refers the order as it is. Sort will sort it in ascending order by default. Yeah. So sort is the one sorting. If you want to have it ascending order, you sort it, then you reverse it. You do two things on it. And count, it will count for you how many elements that meet a specific condition. So if you search for how many students scored 90, so it goes through and find how many people scored 90 and give you a count. Say 7 students scored 90. Yeah. Okay. That's this out. Now here is a question for you to do. Let's see if you do that. Now we need how to add 60 to this list. So we need to add 60 to it. Do we use, the list is price. Do you use price add 60 or price extend 60 or price append 60? We did this practice last time. Okay, very good. I'm very happy to see that. Add, there is nothing called add. If you look at the list of command I provided or methods, add is not there. There is either extend or append. The right one is append because extend add more than one. So you need to supply a list inside this one, square bracket and then numbers, then it will add it. But if you want to add only one number, 60, use append. Append will add it there. This is good. Okay, most of you are understanding that one. Isam is doing well, then Muhammad Zibin is there, May, very good. Let's see the question number 3. Okay, how to sort the following list. So we have a list, we want to sort it. Do you use price sort or sort price or reverse price reverse? We want to sort it ascending. We now 89, so we should have more. Oh, who is the one winning? This is good. It is sort, yeah? It is dot sort. So it's a one method of the list. Anything that a method related to the list should be the list name, then dot sort, or dot append, or dot extend, or dot pop, or dot remove. Yeah, so this is right. Sort price will not work. It should be this one. And reverse will not work for sorting. It will work, but it will not sort the items. It will just reverse them. Make 20 first, then 30, then 99, and then 10. So you'll put it in reverse order. But sort will sort them ascending, and then you can apply reverse if you want. Okay, now May is moving up. Good. There's how many points different? No big difference. The 3 here, they are tie. Very good. That's very good. Now, question number 4 on the list, and stay Yeah, stay here, okay. So we want to add 60 and 70. So a list, we need to add it to the price. Should we use, we are wanting to come as items, not a sublist. I don't want it to be a sublist. I want it to come as items. Very good. That's, we have really quick. We have 43 people already answered this one quickly. It's very good. Now, if you know list, the rest will be easier. I'll show you why it's easier. Now we can see now we are getting the results. Yeah, it is extend. Now, this one will not work because it doesn't allow adding more than one item. If you want to add more than one item, you need a square bracket inside this bracket and square bracket here to close it. So it will add it as a sub list, not as a list. Yeah. Extend doesn't work this way. It requires a square bracket and a square bracket. And this is why this is the correct one. So price, extend, and then square bracket 60, 70. This one will work. Let's see who did well, and then I'll show you. Good. So let's practice it so you understand this one. So let's do here, let's say list one equal, and let's do this one, 4, 3, 2, I don't know what numbers. I think these are the numbers. Now, if I say list one dot extend, let me add, as we said, say let's add 8 and 7. It will not work this way. Yeah. See, I'll get an error. Why? Because 8 and 7 need to go inside a bracket. It need to go as a sub, as a list. Yeah. When you add them with extend as a list, they will be broken down and added as items. What that means? Let's run it. And let's see now list one, how it looks like. See now, list one is coming. It was 4, 2, 3, 7. When we added this one, it added 8 and 7 on its own. Okay. If I say list one extend, append, and let's say we're adding 60 and 80. Yeah. I didn't use extend, I use append. Yeah. Now what will happen? It will work, but it will produce something different from what we're looking for. It puts 60 and 80 as a sub list of the main list. So append, add any item as a sub list, but it adds only one item. That one item can be a list of many items or can be just an item on its own. But extend, if you add them as a list, it will break them down and add them as components. So this is the difference between the two. Okay, good, Muhammad, you are up there, and now there is some difference. Yeah, let's continue. Now the tables, what are the tables? The tables are similar to the list. Sorry, that's my Google something. I don't want to say his name, so he will jump. Tables are similar to the list, but the main differences, they are immutable, means you cannot change them. Once you put a data, if you want to change it, you cannot change it. What that means, see, I'm in the list now. This is list one, yeah? Let me change list one, item number 2, yeah? And make it 200. Yeah? I can, because it's a list. So if you look now, the number 2, which was 3 there, became now 200 because I changed the value. I said item 2 will become 200. It became 200. But if I use tables, and let's say something called TP tables, which actually the table is, let's use the list one. So I said table list one, means take list one and convert it for me to a table. And let's do that, run it. Now, if I say TP, what I notice here, or you noticed, one, this square bracket is gone. So the list use square bracket. These people using a normal bracket. Okay. That's one thing. Now, if I look at what are the methods in tables, you remember in the list we had many of them: append, extend, remove, pop, sort, reverse, many of them. Table, how many it has? Because you cannot change items, it has less. So you cannot remove, you cannot append, you cannot extend. So it has less. So if I do dot tab, then there are only two methods. So the tuples doesn't have that many methods. Now, why do I need something that doesn't change? Sometimes you have a configuration or some data that you don't want it to be changed, and you set it once and that's it. So this becomes useful in, for many things. So the tuple is similar to the list, okay? So if we go back here are the things. So they cannot be changed, and also the using this bracket and not this bracket, okay? These are the tuples. Now, what are the methods? There are only two: count and index. Count will find you how many items of specific thing. Like for example, I'm back here, where I am here. So say TP count, and let me put here 7. How many 7 do we have here? Yeah, we have 2. Yeah, there's 1 7, 1 7. So count is like searching and telling you how many items of that is in that place. And then the index, if I use index TP, index, yeah, and provide the data, for example, I'll say provide 200. This is what it will do. There is an issue here. Index. 200, we said. Yeah, here is it. Yeah. So index 200, it's giving me the position of the number 200. So this is 0, this is 1, it's in position 2. So give me the index or the position of the item. Good. Now let's continue. Now here is an example of a tuple. We use the days. The days will never change. Will not come one day, we'll find Monday became something else. I hope everything can change in life. Someone comes with crazy idea and maybe will convince people to change the name of the days one day. But I think in our generation, hopefully it will not change. So these are the days: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, okay, now if I say day 0 will give me S. If I day -1, it will give me A, because as I said before in the list, the index can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And then the other way can be -1, -2, -3, -4. And if I did W3, similar to the list. And notice one thing important: I use square bracket when I want to get the data from a tuple. Although when I create a tuple, I use a normal bracket, but if I want to get the data, I still use the square bracket. So this may be sometimes confusing, but that it is. Now, the other one is sets. The sets are similar again to the list, but they have some different things, okay? So a set is an order, means if you want to have a certain sequence, the sets cannot accept that sequence. So you can have different sequence in that one. But what it is good about it, it's mutable, you can change it. And the other thing, there is no duplicate data in the set. Yeah, what does it mean? Let's create a set. Let's hit here and say S1 equal, and notice we're using this type of bracket, curly braces bracket. We don't use square bracket, we don't use a normal bracket. And let's say here I add 5, 7, 5, 4 as a set, okay? Now, if I look at it, I will find that one of the 5s is gone, because it doesn't accept repeatable or duplicated numbers. So this is one of the differences between. So use this one. It doesn't accept duplications. Now, the sets are similar to the sets you studied in mathematics, which are related to matrices and vectors and those things we did. And you can apply all those things to it. Yeah. And we'll look at it now quickly. So this is a set. And this set has BMW twice. The BMW will go away. So you don't have that. Now, what are the methods? It has number of methods similar to our friend list, which like clear, copy, pop, and remove. These are similar to the list, but it has its own methods. There is a method called add. Now, sets has add, but list has append. Yeah. So add element difference. And we'll talk about it. Now, again, the sets are interesting things. So let's add S2, which equal to 10, 5, 8, yeah? And these are. Now, if I say these are two sets, yeah? So if I say S1 difference, yeah? Difference and do tab, it comes like that. S2 means give me the difference between S1 and S2. Things that are in S1, but they are not in S2. Yeah. So things are in S1, but not in S2. And this is another set, which gave me 4 and 7 are not here. What else do we have? There's something called intersection, yeah? Intersection. Intersection means the common elements between S1 and S2. What are, there's only 5. So 5 is a common between this set, S1, and between set 2. There's something called union. You know union, yeah? Union between S1 and S2 will give me the total all elements without duplication. So it will add the first one to the second one, yeah, and remove any duplications. Remove the intersection. So there are many of those methods. So the difference we have seen, difference update, the difference update basically will, the difference will give you the difference between the two. But the difference update will remove those differences. So it removes the items in this set that are also included in the other set. Discard, remove a specific item, like remove in the other one we had, or pop. Intersections, the common between them. Intersection update, again, remove those common between them. And then we have is disjoint, are they are joint or disjoint, give you a true or false. Return whether two sets have intersection or not. Yeah, is this joint? If there is a joint intersection between them, then we'll say yes, otherwise, okay. And then many others, as you can see, also symmetric difference, get you return the sets with the symmetric difference of two sets, okay. And these are, and the union is the famous one, which you can add them together. Now you should be ready for this quiz. So assume we have two sets, S1 and S2. What is the difference between S1 and S2? And these are the numbers in front of you. Things are in set 1, but not in set 2. So you can use this one for your math classes when you come to the sets and matrices. So you can do lots of things. Good, it's 7, yeah? 7 actually in S1, but not in S2. The others are there. 2 is in set 2. 5 in set 2. 7 is not in set 2. 3 is in set 2. 5 is in set 2. So now the only one that in set 1 and not in set 2 is 7. Yeah? Good? Very good. Now let's go to the next one. Now we have these two sets again. What is S2 difference S1? Things are in set 2, but not in set 1. Because we started with S2, so the things are in S2, but not in S1. Okay, we have an answer. It is 6 and 12, obvious. 12 and 6. If you search for them here, you will not find them here. So they are in set 2, but they are not in set 1. But 7, not really. It's not even in set 2. So 7 is not in set 2. So we cannot say it's set 1. 6 is not enough. Yes, 6 here, but not there. But it's not the only one. 6 and 12 are there. Yeah, same thing. So 6 and 12, this is the right answer. So 6 and 12 are in set 2, but not in set 1. Good. Now, question number 7. Now, what is the intersection between S1 and S2? The common elements between the two. When you say intersection, like when you come to roads, is the place that connect things together. So it has a common, everybody go into that area. So that, and you know, Van graph and those things, you can also use it here to illustrate how this one works. Okay, we're getting closer to getting the answer, which is really nice. Intersection. So the set is more than the list, yeah? That is based on the list. Okay, this is good. Now you're focusing now. Very good. Those people who give the answers, they completely give the right thing. And this is very good. Now, question number 8, which is the last question for the sets. And you need to know union. Union. Union is a nice name. And union brings strength. And this is why we have the United Arab Emirates. You have the United States, United Kingdom, when you unite, you become stronger. Unite, bring all the forces together, all the strength together, and remove the duplication. Yeah, that's the union, because it's a set. Now we're getting there, and I think you will all get it right, except someone who wants to get it wrong. Thank you for someone that may be raising hand or asking question, but I will get to that. Okay, so time up, very good. Yeah, I know that 5 people wanted to get it wrong just for fun, maybe. But it is just basically adding all together. It cannot be 6, 7, 12, because 6, 7, 12 is not really union. It's just a part of that. 2, 3, 5 is not a union, it's a small. The union is adding all the elements together, and removing duplication means keeping one of any duplication. So you have 5 here and 5 here. It will keep 1 5, not removing the whole 5 or the 3 5s here. Yeah, the same thing. There is 2 here and 2 here. It will keep only 1 2. Yeah, the word the moving duplication may be confused some people. And this is why it came here. But again, it's a lesson learned, and now we understand. It doesn't remove it, we keep one instance of it. So it doesn't just ignore the whole of it. Great. Now, who is in the lead? I didn't give you the leading board for a long time to give you a surprise. And the winning is Hamid. Congratulations, Hamid. You scored really 742 points. And difference is really 63 points. Yeah, or what the difference between the two? Yeah, good. Excellent. Thank you, Hamid. Congratulations. Now we need another winner next time. So we're done with the list, with the set. So we started by the list and that use square bracket and accept duplications. Then we worked to the tuples, which is similar to the list, but doesn't allow you to add data or remove data. So it has only two methods, insert and index and count. Then we move to the set, which doesn't allow duplications. It uses braces, curly braces there, and it allows more. You can look at the intersection, you can look at the union, and you can look at the difference. You can look at the symmetric difference, and you can do more with the sets, which are very mathematical concept. Now we're moving to something called dictionary. When you hear the word dictionary, what comes to your mind? Something and its meaning, or what does it mean? So it has, any dictionary has two things. The original item you're looking for, which called the keys, the one you're searching for, the key, and then the value. So every dictionary has a key and a value. And it starts by brace as well. Let me give you an example. Let's come here and say student. Yeah. So I'm creating a dictionary called student. What I will do, I'll put square bracket, curly brace here, and come down here. Now the student has a name. See, I put it between quotation, and then I use column. Yeah. This student is Ahmed, for example. Yeah. Student has an ID, yeah, and his ID is this, okay? Student has age, for example, and his age is 20, yeah? See how it's structured? Started by a curly brace, ended by curly brace, and each item has a key and the value, then comma, then a key and a value, then comma, and key and the value, and no comma. The last one does not have a comma. If I do this and run it, now if I say student, yeah, student, I want to get his name. How I get his name? I do square bracket, quotation, and search for name. So if I do this, it will give me Ahmed. Yeah, so that's, I'm searching for the name inside the student, give me Ahmed. Now, if I do the same thing, what I'm doing? What I'm doing? Yeah, okay. If I come here and search for ID, it will give me his ID. Now, you could have done a mistake and search for ID this way. This will not work. Yeah, you notice the key always between quotation. So you need to have a quotation here. Just showing you this example, just to understand how it works. Now, if I want to add to student, maybe his program, yeah? So student, and I want to add a new one called program. Okay, I can do this and say he's studying cyber security. Yeah, so if I do this one and run it, if I say now student, I will see the program key has been added there and the value cybersecurity added to it. So you can add to the dictionary by adding a new variable. Like for example, let's add his sex, yeah, and Ahmed is male. Yeah, you do this one. Then now Ahmed has a new variable added to it. Yeah, now it noticed it's too long, so it put it for me in a different format. Yeah, so it has a name, has ID, has age, has. So the dictionary is that how it works. Now, what you can do, you can have a list as a sub-dictionary. Let me show you. Let's create S2, student 2, yeah? Student 2. Let's call it this one student 2. That's student and this is student 2. And let's create this one. We have a name, which will say now David, okay, comma, and then has marks for his course. And the marks are a list. So in the first course, he scored this one, 90 in the second, 80 in the third. He's a good student, yeah? So 95, yeah? So now this is what, there is a key called the name, there is a key called the mark, but the mark is a list. So that also can be accepted. So student 2, if we do that, we will get it this way. There is the name and the mark. Now, if I want to get the marks of this student, yeah? So student 2, yeah? Student 2. And if I say here, marks, what I will get? I will get all the marks related to that student. But if I want to get his mark in the first course, yeah, what you do, space, call 0. 0 will give me his mark in the first course. The dictionary is a key component in data science. Later we'll study something called pandas for the new people. Pandas is based around dictionaries and lists and sets and all of it to analyze data. Yeah, so that's really how the dictionary works. Now let's look at the dictionary and see what do we have in the dictionary that is special. Now, so dictionary, as we said, you have a key, you have a colon. Remember, it's a colon is not equal, yeah? You look at the structure here, I did not use equal. It doesn't use equal, use colon. This structure, you need to master it. You know why? Because if you get later into artificial intelligence, into passing data between different applications, you will find something similar called JSON. JSON is a structure similar to this one, which help you understand how it works. So it has a keys, has a value, and the value can be another list, or can be another dictionary, or can be another doubles, or can be another sets. It can be anything, yeah? So the dictionary, and this is very important thing that you need to know, and it's very simple. So you have key and value. Then a dictionary is a collection of, which is ordered. Now, there is a star here because there are different version of Python. Previous Python was not ordered and ordered. The new one now became ordered. So it's from 3 and 3.6 and above. I think that's where it is. It's becoming ordered. Changeable, you can change any value you have. And here, for example, this name or this person name is John, yeah? The name is John, student 2. So I can say student 2 name, and I can make it Hamid. Yeah? Now, student 2 has changed. So it's changeable. The name has changed. So you can change it. Yeah, that's what we meant by changeable. Okay. And it allows duplications. Yeah, it doesn't allow duplication. Yeah, it doesn't allow duplication. It doesn't make sense to have a duplication. Why? Because if I have this one and have the name Hamad, how I can have the name again Ahmed? It cannot be. That's not the way. So it should have no duplications there. Now here, this one can have a duplication. You can have 90 twice or 3 times. Why? Because this is a list. Yeah, it's not a set, it's a list. And this is why it has a duplication. Okay, good. I think we understood that. Now here's an example, similar. So if you ignore this, this one, this is related to AHA slides. So this dictionary, for example, this is for a car. So brand is Ford, model is Mustang, and then the year is that year. So this is a dictionary. So Python has some methods for dictionary. You can create a dictionary from a key. If you have a list of keys and you want to create dictionary, you can. You can use get to get the value of a specific key. But again, there's other method we can use. You notice I use now this way. If I want to get the name student 2, I said name, this will give me the name. But I could have used student 2 get, and I'll put between bracket name. Yeah, it will give me again the same thing. So get is a command that allow me to get the value. Items return return a list of items there, and keys give you the keys there. Pop will remove or get you a value of a specific location, similar to what we have in the list. Pop item remove the last inserted item. So this one will remove the last one, but pop only will remove a specific location. Update is update the dictionary with specific value. Again, there's other way you can update that one. Values will give you the values in that dictionary. You have a last one here, which is not really a quiz, but you need to tell me what do you think the answer. Now, assume we have this nice dictionary. Oh, what is that screen? Okay, this nice dictionary. My car has a brand BMW model, and how to get the model of the car. Should I use car.model? Or should I use car.model or car get model, or use this is the right one, which been doing it for some time. Now this one was working before, but now it doesn't work. This is the one that will work for you now if you want to get the model. So you basically use the list name, the dictionary name, square bracket, and then the key. The key here is model. That's the key will find me what is the model. So you do that, they'll give you the key to do. Now we're done with the dictionary in a record time, which with all the 4 things. This is what basically in the core in this module. If you go through this module 2, these are the things on module 2. So let's look at it. The first one talking about list and tables, and it just a short video explaining that one. Then there are some questions which you can play with it and see how it will work. And then you have the next one where we are here. And these are all simple things. Sets, again, similar thing. You have the sets, and I have to run to that meeting. And these are, I don't want to just show you this thing, but you know it. And then if you come into the questions we have in the review, they are very simple questions compared to what we did. So these are the questions that you can look at them, okay? And I got someone to try them last time. So there are 5 simple questions which you need to do. And then we covered all the things here. And you are ready now to go and complete module 2. I would recommend you practice. You can practice either on your local machine like this one, or again, you can go here in each one, you will find there is a lab. For example, here you click, you will find there is a lab here. Where is it? This is the lab. You click on it, then takes you to the lab. You wait for it to load. and it has all the instructions for you to do. You need to accept this one, otherwise, and you wait, yeah? This lab takes time to load. So if you think, oh, it's not working and you close it, then you lose the opportunity. Just wait for it and wait and wait, and it will work. But it takes time to load and configure it and do all the things you need to have in place. That's it. I'm sorry I have to run for another meeting that's happening just in 6 minutes. But I will look at your questions. You can see it's pumping on my screen. Can you update how when we finish our coursework, when we can click on yeah, with the labs you don't need to click anything. The labs are for you to practice, so use the labs to practice, and you don't need to. The important thing is to do these two things to get the certificate. Yeah, do the labs for sure, because without the labs you will not understand anything. You need to do two things. You finish the review questions at the end of each unit. Like today, there are 5 questions here, you need to finish them, and there is one maybe in each of these videos here, one here, one here, and one here. You finish them, and each other module will have similar thing. Then the last thing you need to do is to do the final exam. This is 25, but this one, don't touch it, don't start it, because once you start it, you have to finish it. Yeah, do it at the end, and I'll tell you when you are ready. When we finish everything, you do the final. And I can tell you that so many people managed to complete the certificate, and the same enjoyed it. So it's not that challenging, but practice will make it very simple, very easy for you to do. You know, it's really nice, logical, not complicated. In other programming language, if I want to do these things I did, if you go and do something called arrays, yeah? If you do this, you will need a number of lines of code and conditions and loops and if statement and so many things to do the things we're doing here with just single line of code. So Python has a library that help people to analyze, access, change data faster than the normal thing. And if you've been into other languages, you will understand what I'm saying. I'm sure many of you know that. Okay, so I'm looking at that. This is done. So I get, yeah, if you finish this, you will, Sheikha, you will get a certificate from IBM. So IBM will give you a certificate that is people can verify because it has a unique address, unique numbers. You can post it on the social media. As I said, on LinkedIn, many already have done this and completed this one. I'm getting lots of news coming, like here is an example of someone just completed the certificate. Yeah, she get this nice certificate. When you click on the certificate, it gives you more details. Tell you this certificate means you have a skill in data science, you know pandas, which important thing, we'll come to it in module 4, you know Python, and you know Python programming, yeah? And these are the things that top jobs titles, people looking for people with this thing. They can work as a senior cloud architecture. Of course, you need to do more. This is just a one component that help you in that directions. But these are the areas that people who have data science and data analytics experience, these are the type of jobs they can get in. And there are more, of course. And people can verify that you really got that certificate by clicking here. And they go to IBM and they have a verification method to verify this person hold it. So it's a really nice thing. And the most important thing about it, it gets you into that road or that futures of being able to develop skills and acquire certification and practice those skills and use them in life. So thank you, everyone. I have to run to that meeting. I hope you enjoyed it. I see you tomorrow. Don't be late tomorrow because we will do many interesting things. Bye, I have to go.